on the floor tonight. Box out.
Two elite rebounding teams here, BA, so making sure that possessions count. Work to get the best possible shot you can in the half court, because you know there's not going to be a lot of second opportunities in this one.
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Then there's Prince. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rollins in at the 1. Curry from deep three-point land. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Curry with a steal. Pass to Green. Outside for Butler. 4-3. Nails it from 3.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
Inside. Lopez passes to Prince. Kuzma outside. And he gets it to go.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Bajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
It's Prince on the wing. And he jams it home with authority.
How about Taurean Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
Curry looking it over. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here we go, one-on-one. Off target with the 3. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from deep. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from downtown?
It just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
Prince finds Lopez. Back to Prince. Down low. Here's Rollins. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, he can't keep up with it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. And here's Curry for 3, and he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Is it ever there?
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Prince.
BA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Pass to Butler. Fires the 3. Giannis with the rebound. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Golden State.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Curry, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 9.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
Kuzma. Pass to Prince. And here's Lopez. Green covering. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Curry's shot is off. Milwaukee in the lead. Lopez in the post. Green covering. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. From the arc. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Bucks on top, up 2, and we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Green, then it's Smith, and it's Nance in at the 4-man position. Releases. Post shot, no good. And here's Milwaukee now. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Porter finds Trent. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. With the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Brent, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You've got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Out of bounds, it'll be Warriors ball.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Takes the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Pass to Trent. Tipped. Here's Knox. Green covering. There's a screen. And here's Kuminga. This one for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's Spencer. Here's Post. No good on the triple. Up top, Porter. Here's Smith. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Shot is good by Nance. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Post. Healed from outside. Nance pulls down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Nifty move. Smith no good. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. And Brett, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
The open shot, Kuminga. Offensive board. Healed against Trent. The 3 is up. And it's healed, missing.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Pass to Nance. Now here's Smith. Clock at 6. Here's Trent. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Knox. Knocks it loose. And here's Kuminga for 3. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Pretty sweet pass there as Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
Porter, the pass to Nance. Tries again. Outside. Green. Back to Porter. Puts up a 3. Spencer grabs the miss. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Kuminga. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. Kuminga's got 9.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Smith finds Nance. Outside Porter. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors 5. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
In transition, here come the Bucks. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Drops in the 3. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times or he will bury you.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Back to Podziemski. Fires for 3. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
There's the 3. Prince grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 10. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Kuzma, the pass to Rollins. Antetokounmpo outside. 5 on the clock. Curry against Lopez. The rebound by Moody.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
The Bucks have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran P.J. Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you never understand. B.A.?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:36 left in the third quarter. Outside Butler. Three-pointer.
How about the reach from Giannis that time? He does not make any shot easy.
Here's Kuzma. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Here's the three. Rebounded by Green.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Moody on the wing. And here's Curry for three. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And look at the ups on Kyle Kuzma.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Curry against Kuzma.
Milwaukee foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Personal foul. Second.
And that one falls for Curry.
At the line for the Dubs.
Both shots good from the strike.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Porter. And he comes up with a bucket. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, big effort from Porter down low, getting past some contact into his shot.
Curry from deep three-point land. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He's found his range, hitting three. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Here's Porter. Taking a look at the Bucks. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Smith. Then it's Green. And it's Nance in at the 4 slot. Porter gets the bucket.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Outside Curry. Fires the three. The rebound by the Bucks. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Curry. And Nance with the slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And the basket by Heel.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
They get the rebound. Another shot. Curry with the block.
Hustle, anticipation, those are keys for Steph Curry on blocks like that.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Curry. The Warriors lead by 9. Fires from way outside. Oh! Are you kidding me?
I love this confidence. Taking
An absolute that one. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And a deep three from Curry. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Another miss by Green.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
From deep. Curry's shot is off. Bucks trail by 10. Gets stolen by Hield. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. Outside Kuminga. Connects from downtown.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Trent with it. Kuminga defends. Nance can't get it to go. Here's Golden State. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Curry, no good.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Here's Trent. The kick out to Nance. Here's Porter. Back to Nance. 5 to shoot. Outside, Green. Charity stripe shot. Misses off the right iron.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Bucks trail by 13. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And Post gets it to go.
Yeah, I know you want to focus on the shooting of Steph, but man, he's going to make plays too.
Porter, the pass to Trent. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got 4 rebounds in the game. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Porter from outside. Rebounded by Knox. The Warriors lead by 14. Outside Curry. Pass to Knox. The 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Warriors.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Pass to Smith. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porter's shot is off. Here's Knox. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. Counted from distance. And the Warriors lead by 15.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Porter hits them both. Curry from deep three-point land. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin, even early on in this game.
contact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Butler. The three. Rebound by Williams. Simons against Curry. Outside, Avdia. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Three-pointer, Payton drains it from beyond the arc.
There's the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
Here's Kamara. From outside, off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another three for Golden State.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Curry is inside, covered by Simon. Butler, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, here's Sharp. They get the rebound. Outside, Simons. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Simons has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry kicks to Green. Butler from outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payton against Avdia. Outside, Simon from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler from outside. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Portland's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Kamara. Drills the three-pointer.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp, that time.
Warriors trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Curry with it. Looking to end the run. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Now, here's Sharp. No scoring in this one. A nice shot by Simons.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now Williams, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Kamara. And another 3 for Portland.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Curry, and he finishes nicely on the way. Curry's got 5.
Got the defender on his heels right there, and Curry capitalized. What a finish.
Simons, the pass to Sharp. Back to Simons. Pass to Sharp. Nailed from three-point land.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry. He's got 5. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. He's got 8.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
A shot by Sharp, nobody around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Three-pointer, Butler gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Kamare, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Trail. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got DeAndre Ayton. Grant is out there with Jabari Walker. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Benton in the Pazuka. Shot's good by Walker.
And the dime going to Ayton, expanding the passing part of his game.
Here's Spencer. Takes it inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Portland leading by 8. Henderson with it. Outguarded by Hield. Grant kicks to Henderson. Off target from outside. The Warriors shooting 40% from the field. Spencer, the pass to Moody, goes up the baseline. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
To the left side wing. Banton, good, and Grant gets the assist. Banton's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
And nice pass by Grant. And this is what happens when you become a great scorer. You draw defenders, which often leaves someone open.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey guys, well this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Banton's shot is off. Warriors trail by 11. Pass to post. Here's Kuminga. Buries it from three-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Banton. Puts up a deep 3. He doesn't hit that one.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Grant, that's good.
Nice find from the big man, Ayton. I like watching this man scan the floor.
Here's Spencer. And he overshot that one, missing. Trailblazers leading by 11. Pass to Banton. Walker with it. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lets it go from deep. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Free ball.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Hield from outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
Henderson kicks to Grant. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Post. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Kuminga. A second chance effort. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. No good from Grant. Warriors trail by 11. Hield outside. In the corner. Moody with it. Another three for Golden State.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Grant the pass to Benton. Henderson, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Hield. The tray. Doesn't go that time. And we finished one half of basketball. Trailblazers lead by 11. And now, okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Draymond Green, and it's Payton in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Butler. The Trailblazers pull it in. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Portland leading by 11. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. That's a 2 from Simons. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Simons has got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Trailblazers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Avdia with it. Now Payton defending. They grab their own miss. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the Warriors miss again. Trailblazers shooting the ball at 42%. Over in the corner, Avdia. Trains the three-pointer. Avdia's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Warriors trail by 16. Three-pointer, Butler. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the basket by Kamare. Kamare's got 12 points in the game.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Three-pointer, Butler. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Kamare. And another three for Portland. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Good. He's got 10.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Simons. Butler with the steal. Now, here's Sharp. Ring shot on the way. Left side, Avdia. And here's Sharp. Avdia on the wing. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Majemski on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 17. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Kamare. From past the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Majemski's got his fourth rebound in this one. Golden State moving the ball around. No good with the triple. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Portland. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Dayton finds Butler. And Curry has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Simons from outside. And he's good on the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The Trailblazers shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. Here's Kamare. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Outside Butler. Got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And here at the end of the third quarter. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Warriors trail by 17, and on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. The wings, Sharp and Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then it's Williams. And it's Kamare in at the four-man position.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. Maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Sharp sets the pick for Avdia. A three-pointer, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Simons from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 6 in the quarter.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another 3.
Payton outside. Butler from outside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The answer from Butler, no one is more competitive than Jimmy.
Pass to Kamare. From the arc. And the three ball is good. Kamare's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Left side Simons for 3. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler kicks to Payton. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
For the three. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors trail by 18. Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it's Sharpe missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, but right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Pass to Kamare. Over Butler. Williams kicks to Avdia. Here's Kamare. Portland again missing. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The Warriors shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And the basket by Curry.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
There's the pick. That's a 2 from Simons. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Simons has got 22.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Simons.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
From Jimmy.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
Simons on the wing, guarded by Curry. Williams kicks to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Williams against Green. The shot by Williams, no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Down by 15. No good from Payton. The Blazers on offense. Here's Sharpe. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. A shot by Podziemski, no good. Curry against Williams. Over Curry. Williams can't get it to go. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, BA, but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. So I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
So here's Portland's starting group. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Then there's Robert Williams. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 4 slot. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Here's Kamare, defended by Lillard. Beyond the arc. Kamare, that's good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Milwaukee with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Trent finds Antetokounmpo. And here is Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. They swipe it. Now the Blazers moving it up. There's Simons with a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Lillard can't get it to go.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Simons passes to Williams. Out to Simons. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Sharp. Avdia from outside. The offensive rebound. Simons against Lillard. 3-pointer Sharp. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. No good from outside.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Out to Simons. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Kuzma finds Trent. Into the lane. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Right wing. Out to Simons. 4-3. Hits the 3-pointer. Simons got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. Now Portland with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Simons passes to Sharp. From behind the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard. He said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And 1:01 left to play in the first. 3-pointer. Another three for Portland.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. 50 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Sharp. And it's all from three-point range. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 11. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. Simons against Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Pass to Kamari. Right side Sharp. Simons with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Simons passes to Avdia. Back to Simons. There's the triple. Rebounded by Lopez. Here's Trent with 2 seconds left. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been very... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Trailblazers?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second. We've got Jeremy Grant, Walker out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Delano Banton, and it's Henderson in at the 1 spot. Portland leading by 7. Grant, the pass to Henderson. This one for 3. That's good from Grant on the assist by Henderson. Grant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Portis. Here's Sims. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Here's Sims. Portland grabs the miss.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Walker sets a screen. Henderson for 3. The rebound by Sims. Bucks trail by 10. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Henderson. Pass to Portis. Outside for Green. He buries it from 3. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Portland shooting their first free throw in this game.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
The 3 is up. Outside for Henderson. Launches it. They get it back. Pass to Banton. Gets the 3 ball to go. Banton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Out to Portis. Here's Sims. He's scoreless from the arc. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Banton passes to Walker. Takes the 3. Banton can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 11. It's Prince on the wing. Portis outside. 1:44 left in the second.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Henderson scanning the floor. Pass to Aiden. He tries for three, and he buries his first look.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The drive by Porter. He can't get that one to fall. Walker with some nice D. Here's Benton. No good with the triple. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Portis. Outside for Porter. And he drops it in from the low post. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Capping off the drive through the bump, Porter Jr. holding steady.
The Bucks trail by 10. Grant with a steal. He shoots it. Portland again missing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Porter. And the layup is good. Porter's got 6.
For Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection. Taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
Pass to Benton. Now Grant. Lets the three fly. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
And the Trailblazers lead by 11. Here's Sims. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
The Bucks trail by 10. Puts up a three. They get it again.
Portland foul. Tavares. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Portland on D. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And here's Simons outside, on target from range. Simons got 12 points.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
That's tipped. Kuzma, the pass to Trent. Lillard against Simons. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Avdia attacking and stolen by Antetokounmpo. He goes up. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Trailblazers lead by 7. They set the pick. There's Simons with a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in the game. Lillard up top. Williams defending. The shot by Lillard, no good. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. There's Simons with a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And stolen by Williams. Fires the 3. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist from Williams. Simons has got 6 in the quarter. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Three-pointer Sharp. Another 3 for Portland.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Lillard's got 6.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
Outside Sharp. Back to Simons. Trent against Sharp. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Trent. Lopez with it. And there's 1:38 left in the third. Second chance shot. Can't capitalize inside. Portland leading by 10. Here's Kamari, defended by Lillard. They get it back. Three-pointer Sharp. Can't get it to drop. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Antetokounmpo outside. Over to the left wing. From the corner. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Lillard's got 8 here in this quarter. The Trailblazers have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. To the left side wing. Pass to Kamari. Launches a 3. The shot misses.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And Giannis throws it down.
Unselfishness from Lillard has no problem giving the ball up, especially when he's got a guy wide open.
Here's Kamari. Simons outside. Now Sharp from outside the arc. Fires in the triple. He's got 12.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Lillard against Simons. Knocked away. Kuzma outside. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Boy, it is so difficult not to foul Lillard. I mean, you never know exactly how to shade him defensively because he's so versatile.
And the second free throw is good. And here's Simons outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Lillard. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Portland finishing the quarter with an 8. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. On the court right now for Portland. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Williams. And it's Kamari in at the 4. And that one's good. Sharp.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Three-pointer Sharp. Lillard pulls down the board. The Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo outside. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Here's Kamari. Sinks the tray.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Lillard outside. Pass to Lopez. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Kamari. Simons outside. Here's Kamari, covered by Lopez. Just 5 to shoot, to the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Out to the right wing. Pass to Simons. Pulls it from the corner. Jump shot is good that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen. Lillard passes to Lopez. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
Pass to Sharp. The 3-ball. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Lillard can't get it to go. Trailblazers lead by 11. From deep. Sharp, no good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Lillard looking around. And he lobs it up the feed. The jam. Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Pass to Kamari. Avdia, screen on Trent. Avdia outside. Buries it from 3. Avdia's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
1:46 left in the 4th. It's stolen by Trent. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And Giannis throws it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here's Simons outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Trent. And the layup is good off the glass.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Trent against Sharp. 1:02 left to play in the 4th quarter. Williams, a screen on Trent. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer Sharp. Rebounded by the Bucks. Kuzma outside. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
Pass to Kamari. Back to Simons. Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Lillard against Avdia. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Again, the miss by Portland. Launches it from deep. Misses. So a close game sees Portland taking this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here.
more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it.
That was
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Butler on the wing. Hits the outside fadeaway.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Kuzma. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a soft touch from Kyle.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I asked him who has him worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Outside for Curry. Off target with his three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
First team foul.
Shot from the inbound, Antetokounmpo.
I felt like Jimmy Butler had a plan on that possession and was able to cut him off.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Butler in the corner. And another three for Golden State.
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
Lillard, the pass to Giannis. Back to Lillard, beyond the arc. Rebound by Butler. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. There's Green with the three. It's hauled in by Trent. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's Kuzma penetrating. Second chance shot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Butler. Majemski on the wing. Back to Butler. Pass to Payton. Golden State moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Outside Butler. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range. Butler's got 8 points.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders beware.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Lillard against Green. Shoots over Lillard. Green, no luck. Bucks trail by 5. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Lillard.
Lopez is a big guy, which gives him a huge advantage on the interior.
Curry against Lillard. There's the three. Curry shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the wide open shot from Green. Hands it from downtown.
3 points.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Three-pointer, Butler. The rebound by the Bucks. It's Trent on the wing. He's defended by Pajemski. Lillard finds Trent. Shoots over Pajemski. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Jacks up a three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 4. Lillard from outside. Pajemski grabs the board. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And a miss there on the triple. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
We've got Green. Taurean Prince is out there at Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Spencer. It's tipped. Stolen by Prince. And a wide open look for Porter. Good. And a nice assist from Prince. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Here's Spencer. Fires from deep. No good. Shot missing.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Prince wide open. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
The Warriors trail. Here's Spencer. Left side, Kuminga. And there's another turnover by the Warriors.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Porter. The rebound by Post. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Plays it up off the glass. Moody's got 6. And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. Nice shot by Portis.
And Portis understands his role in this offense, including when to look to score inside.
Outside, Kuminga. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Rebound, Milwaukee. Sims kicks to Green.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Sims. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Pass to Rowe. Tries to save it. Kuminga with a wide open look. The rebound by Prince. Milwaukee has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically. Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Hield with the bucket.
Yeah, nice to see Buddy Hield. This is where he gets his bread and butter kind of plays, sinking the deep triple.
Here's a Sims. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Kuminga, screen on Prince. Hield finds Kuminga. Moody with it. Pass to Hield. And he drives in. Drops in the layup for two. Hield's got 5 points so far.
And the ability to drive and get to the rim is one of the reasons why Buddy Hield rarely has an off night. Even if his shot isn't going in, he can take it to the rack to find some points.
Warriors leading by 3. There's 21 seconds left here in the second. Here's Kuminga. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. On the wing, Green. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Kuminga. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Gary Payton II is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. Lillard misses. Warriors leading by 8. And for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The offensive rebound. Curry finds Payton. On the wing, Payton. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Butler against Antetokounmpo. Out to Kuzma. And stolen by Payton. They're running. That's a 2 from Butler. And Butler running the floor.
And this is the type of scorer that Jimmy Butler can be, especially when he's getting to his spots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And that one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Curry against Lillard. Curry kicks to Green. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, most of the time we see Draymond Green finishing at the basket or from out beyond the arc, but right there. Oh! Yes, sir. think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Here's Giannis. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors leading by 10. Out to Payton.
2 minutes in the third. 2 minutes.
Curry looking around. Pass to Pajemski. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
The rebound by Payton.
And tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
A shot by Lillard, wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Curry, drives to the hoop. Curry, terrific play, doing it off the drive.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
Curry with the steal. Right side, Butler. No coverage that time.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Kuzma. For the finish. And Kuzma slams it in.
How about Kuzma shifting into 5th gear on that break?
Here's Curry. One second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Golden State Warriors looking at a 13-point lead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Portis is out there with Green. Then there's Prince. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Sims in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Green. Kicks it out to Prince. And he drives in. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. There's some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting the cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And that one's good by Porter.
Nice pull-up J there by Porter. Keeping the defense on their toes and striking fast.
Here's post. And again, no good by Golden State. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Portis sets the pick for Prince. Pass to Portis. foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
If there's one drawback to Bobby Portis in his game is that emotionally you just want him to box that in at times. But that passion, man, sometimes it'll really get your teammates going.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Butler, no good. Bucks trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Prince. And Prince with the jam.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And good that time.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Payton. Here's Podziemski. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Porter with it. Curry meets him. Porter, no luck. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Warriors leading by 6. Curry way outside. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lillard misses.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Curry's shot is off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far.
Lopez, a screen on Payton. Kuzma passes to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
Curry kicks to Butler. Outside for Curry. Pass to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Another shot. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Here's Giannis. Green with the block. Kuzma against Payton. Got a piece of it. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was RIDA. Thanks again. And that'll do it, folks.
Of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Green in at the 5, down low. Curry against Sharp. And Robert Williams picks up a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry. On the wing, Payton. Takes a 3 to the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Williams. And it's the Trailblazers ball. Avdia from outside drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Here's Kamari. Outside Sharp. Pass to Avdia. Back to Sharp. And here is Williams. Outside Sharp. There's the 3. Pure from three-point range.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Here's Kamari. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Butler. And again, no good by Golden State.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Back to Avdia. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. It's a 9-point spread. And here's Green from the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Now here's Curry. Can they get it? Knocks it down from distance.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes, but also we got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
Kamari, that's good.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Now here's Simons. Pass to Kamari. Back to Simons. Pulls up. And he hits the jumper. Simons has got 6 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Williams. Three-pointer Sharp. He buries it from 3. Sharp's got his second basket of the game.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Here's Kamari. Offline with a 3.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Trailblazers lead by 11. Here's Avdia. Rebounded by Green.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Avdia with it. Pass to Kamari. Let's go with a 3. Hits the three-pointer. 9 points in the game.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's Portland, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They know Curry can go. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, the Trailblazers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open 3, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
Henderson out there with Delano Banton. Then it's Jeremy Grant. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Walker in at the 4. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga! Strong like bull.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Banton. Three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Hield. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Here's Post. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Ayton has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Henderson for 3. Spencer grabs the miss. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And the basket by Hield.
Yeah, the accuracy from Buddy is exceptional. Makes that quick pull-up so easy.
Henderson scanning the floor. On the wing, Grant. Moody defends. Henderson for 3. Henderson with another miss. Warriors trail by 7. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Post. And Ayton pulls it down. Portland has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Back to Walker. Henderson with it. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Henderson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Trailblazers lead by 10. It's stolen. Inside. Here's Hield. Banked it in off the glass. Hield's got 7 points.
Ooh, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Henderson, the pass to Walker. Hey, from beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Outside for Grant. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. 1:51 left to play in the first half of basketball. Driving in. Pass to Moody for 3. Oh, Moody deadly from there. The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? And don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. Look, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
Warriors trail by 6. Here's Spencer, takes it inside, goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Spencer's got his first bucket in this one.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
On the wing, Grant. Walker sets a screen. Pass to Ben. To the wing, right side. The 3 from Ayton. Connects from downtown. Ayton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Ayton. The rebound by Post. The Warriors have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Hield finds Kuminga. From downtown, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
More than just a scorer. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
3-pointer. Henderson misses. He got it up. The shot comes out, and we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Portland ahead, up by 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
32.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Curry, still without a bucket. And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Green in at the 5 spot. Outside, Williams. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Golden State on D. 4-point game. Williams on the wing. Green covering. Williams misses.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Curry from deep 3-point land. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia passes to Sharp. He drops it from range. Sharp's got 9.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Outside for Butler. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now. There's Simons with a 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Podziemski. And again, no good by Golden State. Portland leading by 7. Now Williams. Baseline try. Drained it for 2 points.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Pulls up, high post. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now Portland with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And the 3 off target. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. They're scoreless since the first half. Oh, Williams with the block. Good work there as it goes. He has 7. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Kamare. Hits the trifecta. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie.
Second team foul.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Williams with it. Now Podziemski defending. The offensive rebound. Here's Kamare. 15 points in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Warriors trail by 13. It's Podziemski on the wing. And here's Butler outside. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
A terrific box out that draws the over the back call.
Yeah, it's something we don't see a whole lot in games. Just too aggressive going up.
It's both from the stripe. 1:16 left in the third. Here's Curry. Curry at the rim.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Now Portland with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Out to Simons. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Simons got 8.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Avdia from outside. Knocks down the long J. Avdia's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Lets it go from deep. Green able to hit from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by Butler.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Williams misses.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Outside, Green. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Portland. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Trailblazers lead by 15. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Williams. And it's Kamare in at power forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And the basket by Curry. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Warriors trail by 13. Pass to Green. Here's Payton. Fires from deep. Curry, no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Nails it from 3.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
The shot by Butler, no good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Drills it from deep. Kamare's got 20. The Warriors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Curry gets the bucket.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Now Sharp. Launches it. That shot off. Warriors trail by 17. Outside Pajemski. Let's go with a 3. Portland grabs the miss. Avdia's got rebound number 8 now. Here's the 3. Kamare, no good. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Butler with the ball. Now Sharp defending. Boom! 3 for Jimmy. Trailblazers lead by 14. Pass to Sharp. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. Payton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry from deep 3-point land. Sharp grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the 4th. Not great. Avdia finds Sharp. From deep. And Avdia with the basket on the assist from Sharp. And the Trailblazers lead by 17. Green for 3. Knocks down the triple.
A pleasant surprise from Draymond there. I mean, I love when he looks for his offense.
The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
The 3 from Curry. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Warriors trail by 14. Pass to Pajemski. Outside, Green. To the inside, the kick out, Curry. Off the mark there with a 3.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Simons outside. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Well, the Warriors shooting only 36% since the 4th quarter started.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Trailblazers.
And it was dueling 3-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch. Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Takes a step back. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Golden State. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Pajemski. And a miss there on the triple. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And here's Simons. Puts up a deep three. Off the mark. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. A competitive game, you have to feel.
Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And the basket by Kamare.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
3-pointer, Simon. Kuzma pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Trent can't hit.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Pass to Sharp. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Rebound, Milwaukee.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that, Giannis. I love the Greek freak. But I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard scanning the floor. And the layup's good off the glass.
Gotta like that attacking mindset of Lillard. I mean, very confident in his ability to score and finish inside.
Sharp, the pass to Simons. And the 3 off target. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Sharp against Trent. Amaran misses the 3. Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Giannis throws it down hard.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Now, here's Sean. Back to Simons. Pass to Kamare. Sharp with the screen on Trent. Clock is at 3. There's the triple. Sharp. That's good.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And the basket by Kamare.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we're seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Now, here's Sean. Pass to Kamare. Simons from outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lillard against Simons. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Lillard against Simons. Outside, Avdia. Outside, Simons. Lopez with the steal. Kuzma kicks to Trent. Shot and game clock separated by 5. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Portland. They trail by 1. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Simon. Here's Kamara. Oh, good on the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Green. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the center position.
Capping off the drive through the bump. Porter Jr. holding steady.
Henderson for 3. Sims with the rebound. Outside Portis. Three-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Banton's shot is off. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Here's Prince. Banton with the rebound. Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Porter dishes to Prince. No good that time. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And stolen by Prince. And here comes the break. Green passes to Porter. From outside the arc. And Bobby Portis hits from deep. Portis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Portland is gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Porter, no luck. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Grant surveying the D. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Grant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
And the Bucks miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Green finds Prince. And just miss after miss right now.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
For 3, Henderson. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 6. Takes Kicks it out to Prince. Stolen by Walker. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Banton's shot is off. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Porter inside. Guarded by Walker. Shot from 6. They kick it out to Green. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Portis throws it down.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Pass to Walker. On deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Porter. And stolen by Ayton. Now here's Walker. Shoots the 3. Not going to go that time. And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. It's time to... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Jeremy Grant. What a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
The wings, Sharp and Avdia. Then it's Rob Williams. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Lillard. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And it's Sharp missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Good on the shot. And that's 10 points for Damian Lillard.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Williams inside. Lopez is there. And the basket by Kamare.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Sharp. Launches it. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. High, arcing shot. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Gotta love seeing Giannis move the ball. Not just a scorer now, but a capable passer, too.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Simons with the screen on Lopez. And the basket by Kamare.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Lillard. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Here's Giannis. Giannis says, "Get off me!" Trailblazers leading by 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, "I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself." And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
.129 left to play in the third. Simons finds Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Simons missing. Bucks trail by 10. Lillard, the pass to Kuzma. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. And here is Simons. Launches a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Now just a 5-point Portland lead. That's a 2 from Simons. Again, Simons missing. Bucks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Lillard, right side. And the wing jumper offline. Trailblazers leading by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Sharp on the wing. Defended by Trent. Avdia can't hit. Lillard with it. 13 points in the game. And it's Lillard again missing. Up in time. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that is a big-time free, fellas, to extend their lead right at the buzzer. What a way.
And so it's Portland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Green is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then it's Porter. And it's Sims in its center. Portis kicks to Porter. A fadeaway. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kicks it out to Grant. Off target from 3-point range. Bucks trail by 8. Prince in the corner. Here's Sims. Back to Prince. On the wing, Green. Just his first attempt. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Grant gets a wide open look. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Well, a lot of people will say Grant's a glue guy. But I tell you, he doesn't need any glue tonight. He is doing this all by himself.
Porter dishes to Green. Shoots over Grant. Misses off the left iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Bucks trail by 11. Portis inside the 3-point line, and the Bucks miss again. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Anderson, no one around him. No good on the triple. The Bucks have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Playing ferocious inside. Porter Jr. went right after the pick dog.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Trent passes to Porter. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And that one's good on Antetokounmpo.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard him.
They get it back. Sharp against Trent. Left side, Simons. Simons on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Again, Simons missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Stolen by Avdia. Pass to Sharpe. With the drop. Oh,
man. Out of this world. Sharpe is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Damian Lillard's checked in for Kevin Porter. Trailblazers leading by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
Lillard, Williams with the block. Here's Kamara. Off target from outside. Simons against Lopez. Driving the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Puts up a deep 3. A rebound by the Bucks.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Fires from way outside on the money. And so Portland takes this one up by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.